How to read a wine label. All that information on a wine label is there for a reason. Here's how to decipher it. You will need a wine label and some basic wine knowledge. Step 1. Note the producer, the name of the winemaker or winemaking establishment. Recognized names often represent a dependable standard of quality, but don't overlook smaller producers who may be turning out as yet undiscovered gems. Get to know a local wine merchant who can suggest lesser-known producers and wines based on your tastes. Step 2. Check the varieties of grapes that were used and where they came from. Some wines come from just one grape, while others are a blend of several varieties. Make note of the varieties you prefer. In general, Italian, Spanish, and French wines are labeled by designation or region rather than by grape. Step 3. Don't assume wines labeled Reserve or Special Select are necessarily better. In the US, there are no laws regulating the use of these words on labels. Step 4. Keep an eye out for single estate or single vineyard wines. These wines use grapes from one specific vineyard rather than blending from several different ones, and often represent a higher quality product. Step 5. Consider the vintage or year the grapes were harvested. Almost all wine can be drunk within 3 years after production, but some bottles may peak 10, 20, or 30 years later. When choosing an older wine, read up beforehand on particular vintages. Step 6. Check the alcohol content. Wine ranges from about 8% to 16%. Wines with higher alcohol content often don't pair as well with food because alcohol can create the impression of sweetness, which can overpower other flavors. Fortified wines like port and dessert wines contain about 20% alcohol. Step 7. If it's a foreign wine, take a look at the back of the bottle for the importer. Some specialize in particular wines and regions, and if your tastes coincide, you may find that certain importers are just as dependable as certain producers. Did you know? By the year 2015, bottles sealed with corks may be in the minority, replaced by more reliable screw-on caps.